Alright Spartans, how you doing, and welcome back to the channel. And today is a pretty significant moment, a new chapter if you will, because we're taking things back to where it all began in 2014 when I first started making videos on YouTube, where Let's Plays were my go-to thing. And well, we have returned of course to Rome 2, and more importantly we've arrived back to our homeland of Sparta. It feels pretty nostalgic to be playing this again as we embark on, of course, this Spartan campaign, a campaign that I've always wanted to do and complete for you guys on YouTube, which is in fact the same campaign that I did for my first ever video nearly 8 years ago this month. But like my campaigns back then, I never completed them, and of course that won't be happening again. And maybe some of you OGs will remember the video that I put out back then, and if you don't, take a listen to this.
Warrior Sparta here, and welcome to Total War Round 2 and my first ever YouTube Let's Play. I'm extremely excited about this, guys.
So hopefully you can agree that I've got a little bit better since then. Probably not much, but a little better hopefully. Definitely the microphone has improved, because back then I was using my old Turtle Beach headset, and most of my videos in fact for the first year were used with that headset, so you can imagine the audio quality just wasn't quite there somehow. But anyway, let us begin. And just before we do start, I just want to let you know as well that this series will be running alongside the new Warhammer 3 series that I'll be doing just before the launch of the game on the 17th of February, which of course you guys will be voting for as to which faction I'll be playing as. So that vote will be coming out, that poll will be coming out in the next week or so. So this will run alongside that Warhammer 3 series as my two Total War Let's Plays, essentially. So yeah, let us begin. You know the score by now. Grand Campaign, Greek States, Sparta. So Greek States abilities or perks are Independence plus 20% to melee defense during battles in own or allied territory. Classical Heritage of plus 4 to cultural conversion. Spartite Warriors of plus 3 experience rank for Spartan infantry recruits, and Helot Repression of minus 50% to slave unhappiness. So we're going to be playing on hard difficulty. I think that will give me a nice balance, because obviously I haven't played this for a while, so I'm going to be a bit rusty. So I think hard will give me the nice sort of experience on this campaign. And well, let's jump onto it. I'll talk to you about strategies in a second and plan for where I want to conquer. And of course, I'll see you guys in a minute.
The people of Epirus are fools. Having utterly failed to conquer Rome, they crawl back and presume to conquer Greece. To try is not to win. They will know this when you meet them in battle. Macedon may join you, but they are no better in the end. Alexander's conquests have left them with delusions of grandeur. They will be checked, as will every other aggressor. You may fare better working with Athens and other true Greek states, but history has often taught otherwise. Ultimately, trust only in Sparta, and you will prevail.
Indeed, Sparta is everything to us. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the campaign map for Rome 2 and Sparta. God, it feels so good to be back. Yeah, so let's have a look at the objectives we've got here. Completely control 2 provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. And we get 2,500 to the treasury. Excellent stuff. So let's talk tactics. And of course, as always, very much welcome down below in the comments of all the videos for this Let's Play series. Any suggestions, any tactic suggestions, anything you want to give me as in terms of advice, please do let me know down below, and I'll be happy to take them on board and see if I can implement them into the campaign. But early on, this is what I'm planning to do, and of course, let me know down below if you agree with it or if you think I should change it in some way. Now, we all know with Sparta on Rome 2, they have got no port town, which is an absolute pain in the arse, because obviously currently the only faction that they can trade with, which we currently are doing, is Athens. No one else can trade with us. Epirus, don't want to anyway with them, but Macedon, RDI, Rome, Egypt, no one can trade with us at all because we can only connect ourselves to Athens, and they have got the trade lane there. Which, as I say, seems crazy because historically I do believe that Sparta did have a port town called something like Githio, I think it was called. And so why couldn't they have this in the game? I would imagine that's why the initial starting difficulty for Sparta is classed as hard, because they haven't got this port trading option. So we're going to have to, that means, go to war with Athens, because then we take their lands, we have trade lanes immediately open for us, and obviously then we can trade with anyone we want to, and we need to. So we cannot avoid war with Athens. It's all about, though, when we do go to war with them, we've got to choose our moment wisely. So essentially, early on, the first part of this campaign will be to get rid of the threat that we currently already have with Epirus. We're already at war with them, so we're going to have to take them out early on. Move on, get Larissa and get Apollonia under our control. So that gives us a nice sort of block of land over there. And it's going to be a bit of a race, because I do know that Athens beelines for Larissa as well. So we need to get there before they do. Move on and then go on to Apollonia straight away. Obviously then we move Epirus out of the equation. Then we double back, I think, and hit Athens. The issue there is that they are a client state of Macedon. That will automatically draw them into the war. I feel, though, at this moment, it's better to go and get Athens then, once we've taken out Epirus, because they'll be cornered off over here, and then we double back and hit Macedon. If we went for Macedon to begin with, and then went and hit Athens, we could be drawn and stretched too thin. And at that point, we went and took out Macedon. It would then possibly give Athens a chance to then hit us at Larissa, or down here at Sparta, or over there at Apollonia. Doesn't matter where, but it could hit us. And we'll be divided very quickly. So deal with these first, then double back and hit Macedon. As I say, let me know if you think anything different, but that's what I believe will be the right time. And we've got to do it quickly, because obviously Athens will get stronger quickly if we do not hit them early on. After that, I feel we go east. Our eyes look to the east, to the Seleucid kingdom and beyond. Maybe down here in Africa as well. Because it's, for me, would be quite apt in a way to move back and try and hit where was once the Great Persian Empire, and to take their lands from now the Seleucid kingdom, which was obviously the Persians before them, and kind of have a sort of redemption against Leonidas when he fought so bravely at Thermopylae against the Persians and died, of course, defending his homeland. If we can then take their homeland as sort of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Payback, effectively, against them. So move there, take all these lands in the east, hidden in sort of down here, and go into Africa as well. Maybe have war with Egypt, effectively, in the end. And then hopefully, move this way and then possibly go into Rome, hit the Romans there. They may have expanded at that point. And, as we carry on and we've expanded a lot, we can obviously then have a war with the Roman Empire. Two great powers coming together, maybe. But that's my first initial sort of feelings. We take out and secure the lands of Greece, and then move in and push eastwards to the old lands of Persia. But again, anything you think will be good or advisable on that, then please do let me know down below. But let us begin, ladies and gentlemen. Lots to do. Now, we have got a situation where we are sort of faction leader, if I'm correct, is Areius. And is he then called, I think the Spartan king is called, is it Basileus? So his name's Areius. And then we've got this guy, Gaelnos. So yeah, I think Basileus is what's known as king in Greek, possibly. Let me know if you know that is the case. But his name's Areius, and our second general is called Gaelnos. Now, he's going to be the one we use to drive in to Larissa and Apollonia. I don't want to lose my king too early on. But ultimately, at the same time, I've got to be conscious of that because that may mean he will get quite powerful and too powerful early on. But at the same time, we don't want him to be too low in loyalty, so he starts a rebellion against us. Now, currently, it's at 6. This is the breakdown of what is causing that to be +6. So if we get him some battles under his belt, he will still stay loyal to us, and we should be okay. But obviously, at the moment, we've got to be careful it doesn't go too high too soon, because his thirst for power here is, if we break that down, is -10 because of the fact he is the lower influence party in the Senate. We have got sort of 67% of it, and he's got the remaining 33. So yeah, that's got to be something we've got to be careful of and mindful of. So they're called the Europundid dynasty. We're called the Aegean dynasty. We're currently at an influence of admired. So we are giving us a nice kind of buffs in certain areas. What I don't get, though, is if you remember what I said to you at the beginning, Spartite warriors +3 experience rank for Spartan infantry units, but then +2 experience rank for all recruits, for all provinces. And I think that is overriding that buff. So when you look at it on the actual map, when we recruit, we only get 2 XP as opposed to 3. So I don't know if that's because it's overriding it or it's a bug or something, I don't know. But I noticed that earlier on. So that's the plan in every sort of aspect. Now, what we do need to do is, in terms of technology, is go for the logistics, which gives us the barracks and Perioikei camp, because that will give us, I think it's the barracks will give us, yeah, it is the barracks, will give us cavalry, citizen cavalry, because we've got no cavalry available to us, which obviously then hinders our mobility massive. So we're going to have to recruit some mercenaries, got my words out there, get some mercenaries under our belt to begin with, some Tarentine, citizen cav, and then obviously once we've got the barracks we can then recruit our own, because having no cav is a nightmare. We need that as soon as possible. So let's move out. These have got to go across. I'm going to transfer these units across to the champions of Olympus. So there's Gaelnos with his improved army. And then our king can go back. Spartan spy, you can go forward to Larissa, see what the situation is. Of course, I've got to get used again to the mechanics of this game, because I'm kind of in Warhammer mode at the moment. So there is a lot of differences between this and Warhammer 3. All the other Warhammers, in fact, actually. So I've got to be thinking again what to do, how things play out, all the different mechanics, etc. So let's go for army sabotage. Get a little bit of, hopefully, success in there. Failed, of course. Wanted to try and increase her XP. Never mind. We'll get her going again in a minute. Next turn. So we'll go for, I'm thinking, the wealth, food, and army replenishment. Or maybe the food. No, we'll go for this one, the grain pits. Settlement will go for tier 2 on that. That will increase our growth in the province, which is over here. This is population surplus, isn't it? So, yeah, just thinking about the differences in the growth rate compared to this and Warhammer. Not too much difference, I don't think, in terms of it. Still, obviously, needed for the tiers in the building chain. So there we go. Just thinking if there's anything else we can do diplomacy-wise. We're currently allied. No, so not. We've got trade and non-aggression, I think, with Athens. Yes, we have. Trade, non-aggression. We know of Egypt.
Be most welcome, friend of Pharaoh. Fertility.
Oh, they will take non-aggression. So we'll actually ask them for some money for this. Play the old political game with them.
A foreigner will never understand that the blessing of Pharaoh.
See if we can get 500 from him. Yes, I can buy you for 500. Thank you. Lovely. That's a nice bit of increase to our coffers. Knossos.
I am eager to hear your embassy, inspired as it undoubtedly is by the wit and wisdom of Athena herself.
I tell you what, we'll leave Knossos because essentially I do want to take that land of Crete eventually. So there's no point going to have a non-aggression with them. What we could do is initially trade with them when the time comes while we're concentrating on Macedon, etc. But then, yeah, overall, I do want to take those lands, so there's no point doing non-aggression with them. At war with Epirus, as we know, and Macedon don't like us at all. Wow, okay. They do not like us one bit, because we're at war with Epirus. So they will ultimately, I would imagine, go to war with us eventually anyway, so it's a matter of time with them. Even though we are defensive allies, they are not happy. Okay, fine, no problem. Let's end the turn then. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of talking to begin with. It's, as you can imagine, just trying to set the scene, get things going, set up my plans, and then it kind of flows out from there, really. War declared. Oh, I knew it. I knew they'd go to war with Epirus, Athens. This is why it's a race to get to Larissa first before they take it. So, in fact, it's right now that we do that. I can't hit, though, that army now that's camped outside of the settlement. I think this will draw them into the actual battle, if I'm correct. See if we can sabotage the settlement, though, with our spy. Come on. Oh, have I got a fool as my spy here? She has increased in rank, though. So we'll try and give her a little bit of a better chance going forward. -5 chance of success of enemy agent actions. What about her own actions? No, there's nothing that would actually... I'm just trying to think which is the best one to go for it. Okay, we'll go for this one. Careful. It helps protect her against other enemy agents anyway. So let's go and hit Larissa. This will bring them in, I think. It does. It does bring them in back to the fight, even though they're camped outside. It's going to be an interesting clash. It's going to be one that we're going to obviously fight. The balance of power is in our favour. So, in fact, let me encircle. Just thought, actually. We need to hire some mercenaries. We need the cavalry, don't we, of course, before we can fight this one. We need them to be utilised in the clash. So I'm going to go for, not Tarentine Cav, because they are skirmisher cav, if I remember. I'm going to go for citizen cavalry. And I'm going to go for some mercenary hoplites as well to support. I know it's going to cost me a lot early on, but we can disband them very quickly after this clash. So now, yeah, we've got a much better chance. Let's do this. Okay, let's try and see if we can get it as a clear day. Oh, don't give me fog. There we go. Nice and dry and clear. Thank you. Last chance that was as well. Okay. So, there's two kind of main entrances there. And there's some side openings here as well. I'm going to get the citizen cav to go on that right flank. Have them supported with the mercenary hoplites as well. And then we'll go down here and deal with the main bulk of their infantry with our main bulk of infantry. So we've got some Perioci hoplites as our initial army here. We've got some Royal Spartans, which of course is our general unit. And then we've got some 2 units of Spartan hoplites as well. Our stronger forces, more advanced over the Perioci variant. Now we have got our javelin men and slingers. Are they all javelin men? They're all javelin men. Okay, that's fine. They will go in first. And that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So this is it, Spartans. This is it. This is your moment. This is when you take a step forward. And this will be the first time we expand our lands. Stop talking. I'm trying to make a speech here. He's trying to make a speech as I'm trying to make a speech. Mine's more important, Spartan. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is the first step we're going to take forward into expanding our empire. This is the moment we'll look back upon and say this is where it all began. This is it. So a significant moment as we begin our first clash, our first trial at expanding our territory, and we shall be victorious. So we're going to go. Have they got any kind of infantry? They've got, sorry, infantry, any kind of missiles. 1 unit of slingers over there. They blocked off their opening here with their general unit. So let's go across the back door here with the citizen cav and those mercenaries. I've always said this to you. It's something I've said in many of my videos before. I don't care about losing mercenaries. I know you've had to use money to buy them initially, but the dead cost nothing. So that they're going to die, we're not going to have to pay them afterwards, are we? So I'm okay about that. I really am. So let's see if we can just pepper their front line there, militia hoplites there with our javelin men. Again, we can try and get some slingers later on, which will give us a lot more range, and then archers as well, because the javelin men aren't going to be that good with their range, unfortunately. So cavalry go down there. Right, hit those hoplites there for me. They're starting to engage. Is our front line coming forward? No, it's not. I've not asked them to do so yet. Now they are. So initially, we're going to hopefully take some of their numbers down. Nothing happening currently. It's been, as I say, it's been a while since I played this campaign, or this game, in fact, on the channel. And I remember only a few years ago, Squad Assembly did release a update, didn't they, where they did try and update and improve the mechanics of the political family tree system. And obviously there is a family tree now in the game, which wasn't there when the game first came out in 2014 or 2013. So they did tweak things a lot in that regard. I mean, I think it's had about 16, 17, maybe 18 patches in total. I'm sure it was around about that figure. Oh god, they've got Hellenic Royal Cavalry. Oh Jesus. Okay, let's pull back. We'll get our hoplites to go in to support. So yeah, I mean the game has changed a lot since the early version, and has improved a lot as well, because we all remember how this game first was like when it came out. It wasn't a pretty picture, was it? Okay, so get the hoplites to try and pin them down, and then we'll charge them with our cavalry as well in a second. So how are we doing with weakening this line? They are, God, they've gone down quite a lot now, 110, so we've taken down 50 of them. That's it, nice and steady. Try and embrace for this one, try and brace for it. Right, they've gone in. They've gone in. Okay, Cav, see what you can do. Hoplites have braced for this one. So they're pinning them down now. Hopefully if we just come from the rear. What is the unit of... missile units over there. Okay. That's it. Give them a rear charge. God, they are tough. Look at this. They only lost 5 units.
The enemy general.
Oh, yes. That's the supporting general, isn't it? From this unit here. He's not the main commander for the battle. He is, but we've taken out his unit within the cavalry here. That's excellent stuff. Good solid start. How are we doing with these militia hoplites? Down to 80 now. Okay, that's fine. What we're going to do then is we'll still keep them there. Keep them busy. Keep them busy. They're dropping nicely here now. We haven't lost too many of the the mercenary hoplites or the citizen cav yet. Hoplites doing a wonderful job of supporting our cavalry nicely at the early stage of this battle. Now they're going down to low morale. We can double back and hit this unit of javelin men in a second with our cavalry, hopefully. There they go. Now they're wavering. Excellent stuff.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Okay,
let's pull you out then. Thank you for your considered work. Excellent job, javelin men. Come on, finish you off, because I really need to hit this unit of javelin men here. There we go. Thank you. You can smash through these very, very quickly and very easily, I would think. Got some mob over there. I think, yeah, they're mob. Come on, citizen cav. Look at them running away. Running in terror. No, not now. Not me. Why me? Because you're fools and you're an enemy of Sparta. We're ripping through these, as you can see. Look at that. They're completely routing straight away. Oh, look at that. Units of hoplites coming in. Yeah. We've got to be careful. Right, we've got to get out of there. Pull back out. Well done, Hoplites. You've done a wonderful job. The cavalry, excellent. Those 2 mercenary units doing nice work early on in this battle. They've taken out one of the generals, which is obviously a massive bonus. And we've ripped through that unit of militia hoplites here. I think they completely wavered and gone. I think we've taken out every single one of them. So we'll just try and push on these slingers now while we can.
One of our units has used
Okay,
all its
another one's
ammunition.
gone. Thank you very much. You go back as well. You've done your work for the day. You've earned your pay. And they've gone as well. Excellent. Okay, now it's up to the big boys. It's their turn now. Let's get the Perioki hoplites to go in. And then we'll get the normal Spartan hoplites to go up that way with the general as well, supporting from the rear. But already playing this, straight away the pace of these battles are a lot slower. Even, I know I've been doing a lot of skirmishing and early on sort of withdrawn tactics in a way. But still, even if I was to throw these all in at the beginning, the battle will still be fighting now. Whereas Warhammer 3, it'll be done and dusted. You know, you can see in the 8 years that we've had from, in fact, less than that, we've had from this game to Warhammer, the way the battles have changed is significant. You know, a lot quicker now. These battles were much more drawn out, staged. Siege battles were a lot different. You know, I don't know if that's because they feel, Creative Assembly, that the players will get too impatient. They want to have more, quicker results as a player than they did before. I don't know. It's very, very clear to see the difference in pace with this campaign, with this battle, I should say. Very much so. Right, so they've drawn all their units into the fray here. So let's go with the cavalry back in across again with the mercenary hoplites to support from that rear part. Get these hoplites to go in from this side and then go around the back, and we can just sandwich them in. If you guys can hold here, which you are doing so far, we'll go for the hoplite wall. And then you really brace and sit tight there. And then we can really sandwich them in a second.
Our general is under attack.
Is he? Oh, he is. He is. Right, move, move, move. This unit of pikemen are now positioning themselves there to protect against the temple unit. Or temple unit? The temple, I should say. What I'll do is I'll get our hoplites to go along this way. And then we'll get them engaging again with our unit there. The pikemen will then hit him in the back with the citizen cav. This is why it's so important to have cavalry in your army to begin with. Because it just gives so much more options for flanking, for maneuvering. If you haven't got him, it's an absolute nightmare. Right, go that side. You go that side. Hit them there. Right. More Spartans go there. Brace yourselves. Oh, you didn't brace yourself too good for that one. But we'll hit you now. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Come on, mercenaries. Please be quick. How are we doing down here? Yeah, we're standing strong. Nicely positioned. All ready to take that. Absorbing their push nicely. Okay, Royal Spartans, hit him on that side. I don't really want to get our general into battle too much, but if we can just get him to support on that side a little bit more, and then we'll get the citizen cav to recharge in a minute. Right, stop a second. I'm just concerned about these pikemen. Just if I can just sneak in a little charge here, maybe cycle charge them and then pull them out again. That's nice. Drop their morale a little bit already with that. To pull out again. So, nice. We're pushing forward now. Our flight's going again. It would help if our men face the right way here. What are you doing? That's it. Better. Better. Be better. Pull out again. Oh, these pikemen are trying to react now, but we're too good for you. They're starting to waver. They're getting close to wavering. How are we doing out there? Lovely stuff. A few yellows there. Okay, go again. Third charge. These pikemen are getting very, very close here. So we're not getting the right angle really at charging them. We're kind of hitting them from that side bit where our Spartans have positioned themselves. So we're not getting a good impact on it really. Let's bring our hoplites forward. Get them nice and compact there. The pikemen are going to rinse through them. That's the problem, because obviously they've got the reach that we haven't with their long pikes. So that's not going to be nice. But if we can get them to engage, we will then really start to do a lot of cycle charges with the cavalry. I'd love to get the cavalry hitting these over here, to be honest with you. But look at that lineup, so compact. We're not losing hardly any units there at all. Really good. Only that's it. The slingers have been dealt with, so they're good. So we can bring this unit of Spartan hoplites across. Let's move forward here. Get them to just push on the right there a little bit. Oh, they're having a bit of a fit over here. They're not in formation. Go now, before they get the pikes down, Yes. Cavalry, do you want to go for it? Do you want to risk it? No, I don't think you will. Don't risk it for a biscuit yet. Because they're facing the other way. Try now. Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. Well done. Lost a few units, though, in that charge. Ooh, God, that's dropped quickly, though. Well, we've got some braking going on over here. The mob, as you would imagine, is starting to shaken. Okay, go for them the charge, citizens and cav. Oh, look at them. They're pushing on our hoplites. They're ripping through them now. These pike units are a nightmare. I've got to get some pike units of my own into my Spartan army soon. They are very good. It's one side to the other. It's one side to the other for you, citizen cav. That way. Right, hit him again. Go. I'm getting a little bit tired now, I think. Right, they're broken. Lovely, get the cavalry out. Right, so you take over, gentlemen. Now they're in serious trouble. This pike unit are serious trouble. The mercenaries are starting to take casualties, but we've got support coming now. They're sandwiched in beautifully. What? What did he say then? He didn't say. I'd missed the advisor then. Did it say our general's fallen? Unless their general's just fallen. I think it could be that. It's their general. Woo! Thank you. End the battle. Decisive victory. Thank you very much indeed. Excellent. Larissa is ours. We lost 212. We should occupy the lands, of course. Increased in rank for Gaelnos. Imperium has increased. We can increase our army size, fleets, spies, dignitaries, champions. Okay. Fine. And of course, I keep forgetting this game has got naval battles in it, hasn't it? So, yeah, that's important in this game. So, let's have a look at what we can do for our... These were changed as well. I'm sure these were changed in one of the last updates for the game. Or sort of revamped. All this sort of stuff. Zeal, cultural conversion, gravitas. I mean, ideally, we want to get things like research rate, cultural conversion, public order. Yeah, that sort of stuff is what we want. So we'll go for philosopher. So we've got a village, a horse trainer's villages. Because again, as well, I know that it came in where each town were revamped with specific tradable resources, which then had their town centered around it with the main settlement building trees. I think that was changed as well. Like this is obviously down here in Sparta's marble. And that was all changed, I'm sure of it at some point. So let's just initially, while we can, disband these now. We will recruit them again before we hit Apollonia. We've got to go quickly before these guys get wind of it. So we'll go for a pit mine, which is going to give us the... It will start to actually hinder public order, though. So do we think about something else? Currently, though, it's minus 14, 20, and provincial instability minus 4. It won't be a problem. There's obviously no cultural difference. So we may go for something like a gathering place, which will help with public order. And it does give us some wealth as well eventually. Yeah, I'll go for that, I think. What does this actually give us? It gives us level 1 horses plus 5% cavalry speed upon recruitment. Okay. Is that to the province? It must... All provinces. Right, okay. Excellent. But yeah, the Athenians would have got wind of Larissa now. They'll have seen we've taken it. And they'll think, right, our prize is Apollonia. So we've got to move very quickly against them over there. Once we take Apollonia, Epirus will fall. And that is it. We can then double back straight away and hit Athens, which have already begun to recruit more units into their armies. They've got that unit over there, though. I've got to be careful of that.
How can I be of assistance?
So everything else is just gathering pace. In terms of recruitable units, I'm going to stay with what we've got currently. Let them replenish. And then see what happens.
From chaos we all
I knew it.
sprang, and to nothingness
I
you
knew
will
it
return.
because they've
We will
pissed
see
off
to it as your cities burn.
because we went to war with Epirus and we pushed on them. I bloody knew it. So, right, okay. At least they haven't brought in Athens, I believe. So let's just see the situation in a second. They've now completely scarpered, sorry, Epirus. That's a very, very difficult move now for us because, yeah, so let's have a look at Athens. They're still okay with this. They're not particularly bothered the fact we're at war with Macedon. So we're going to have to take Macedon out first now before we hit Athens. Look at that, straight away, turn 3 or 4, and we've already had to change our plan of attack. So we're still going to conjure on Epirus now. We've got to take out Apollonia, and then Pella and Polvodivia over there will be our next plans of targets, I should imagine. So let's scout ahead to Apollonia over there. God damn it, I can't believe that. Straight away they went into it. Land reclamation. Okay, we'll go for that one. Start boosting that. So, in terms of this... That will give us a citizen cap, but we're not in that region, are we? Because we're in this province here. Oh, God. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go for a muster field there. It's more on our frontier, really, over there. So we'll disband this. We'll get rid of the muster field, build it over at Larissa, and then hopefully when we go into Pella, we've already got the settlements building here to take and recruit some cavalry of our own.
Commander.
So in terms of the clouds in the bloody way. Military presence is +9.
We hunger for battle.
We're going to have to move out though.
At your command.
It's -9 now.
Is that all?
10 turns will be a rebellion. Okay.
Ready for orders.
We'll be okay. We can take that in 10 turns. So we'll just wait for 2 turns for that.
You can call me.
Get our spy to hinder
They will
their
know I was
forces. We'll try and draw them out of the town actually by hitting this army over here if we can.
I have failed you.
And that may be an easier choice. Everything is pretty much where we can go. So let's end the turn again. They're trying to come back. They're trying to come back. What we'll do then is... Can we force march you over to the lands of Larissa? We can. Don't go that way. Don't go across Athens. They'll get annoyed about that. Right, get into the lands there. It just means that they're protecting their borders. Even if it's our king here, he can protect against that small army. The garrison should support us as well. It's starting to increase. It's not much, but it's starting to increase. Just thinking what we could go for here, building-wise. I'm thinking this one because, again, public order is not going to be an issue here, but it still will give us the wealth from doing so in a gathering place. So we'll go for that. Now, in terms of Macedon, see, they're not just at war with us. That does give us a bit of breathing space. They have got enemies of the Adrician Kingdom and Tilis to deal with. So they may be keeping Macedon busy at the moment. Therefore, they're not going to come and beeline for us. Bizarre that they went to war with us, actually. I thought they would have concentrated on their already wars they've got going before they were going to attack us. But, okay, fine. So that should give us a bit of breathing space, as I say, before we should be able to then attack, or they attack us. So let's go for the 45, because that will, I think, give us the... Yeah, replenishment rate plus 4. We'll go into their lands.
Ready for further orders.
For 45.
Get to work.
So is that going to give us the replenishment rate? Oh, it's because you know it. Right, okay. That's again, see, that's another change then for me. I thought fortifying would give them the replenishment rate. Okay. Fine.
How may I serve you? I do enjoy a little trouble.
Oh, yes. You've done it. Well done.
Succeeding.
Good stuff. Now, that just makes me think about... We still haven't discovered RDI over there. Even though we can see them, we haven't discovered them as a faction.
Ready for battle.
Put you into Force March. Or take you off Force March afterwards. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. Just before we do end the turn, I'm just thinking here. I'm going to recruit some mercenary units into this Larissa settlement here for our king. Because if we do, and we are attacked by these, the garrison isn't the best thinking about it, actually. Let's put a unit of mercenary veteran hoplites in. And a unit of... Have we got citizen cav? We have got citizen cav. No, they're Tarantine cav. So what's the difference? Factional mercenary. This unit comes from your factional mercenary pool and can only be recruited by you. Okay. Is there anything different in the cost? No, it's still exactly the same. We can't go for citizen cav. We'll go for Tarantine then. Just to boost the numbers here, just in case we do get attacked by those Epirus forces, or you never know, Macedon as well. What the hell have Epirus just done? It pulled back over there. Wow, okay, that's completely surprised me. Land reclamation done. Construction complete. That is completely blindsided me because I didn't think they would have done that. That's just going to allow me to basically freely walk into the settlement now. I mean, obviously they've got the garrison, but it's still a crazy move. Your spy gain information. Ah, okay. They've abandoned their remaining settlement at Apollonia. Look at the traitors. The Hydra's heads have gone across to try and seek refuge in Rome. Unbelievable. So that will allow us surely to just walk in here, say thank you very much. Apollonia is ours. Yeah. Walk in the park. Ought to resolve this one. Go for the aggressive stance. Hopefully that's not lost as any units, because obviously the order resolve on this game is a little different to Warhammer. Now what we could do is subjugate them. and then they are enslaved to us. But I don't want that. I want to get rid of them completely off the map. So we'll occupy them instead. So now they are in significant trouble because they've only got that. In fact, let's have a look here. But does he not tell me? God, this is how old this game is. It doesn't tell me how many regions they've got left.
Welcome. The day is already old, and there is much to do.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't think they've got any regions left. So that is literally it. Their army there and that fleet over there. They are suffering from attrition, so it must be that they haven't got any food supplies. Let's take them off force march. Hopefully soon we can get rid of these mercenaries. But at the moment, I just want to have them protect my borders just in case something hits us. It's costing us a little bit of money, but we have got enough still to keep going. Charge bonus for Hellenic infantry units. Morale for commanders units. Zeal. Public order. I'm going to go for the public order early on, I think. This could be a good chain as well to go down. Authority for the general and things like that. Recruitment costs -4. But we'll go for this local province +2. This might. Oh, now look at that. We've got vineyards. We'll disband that. Now we could go for something that's going to give us a lot more trade and wealth. The harbour significantly does do that. Food is 0 currently. Right. I'll go for this one then, a fishing port. I know it's cost us a little bit of money there, but again, initially it's going to give us some benefits, that is. Technology-wise, I'm looking civic, economical currently as well, just to help. Look at that, wealth from agriculture, +2. We've got the grain pits there. So yeah, it's going to take me a couple of episodes, I think, just to get back into the swing of this, as you can imagine. Now, why are they annoyed at us?
We surely have much to discuss.
War with Macedon. What?
Much to agree.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't ask to do it. I didn't ask to go to war with them. They don't want anything to do with us currently. Fine, okay. They'll no doubt get more and more annoyed with us. But yeah, it's going to take me a few episodes, I think, just to get to grips with the situation again. But I should be fine, and we'll get going and get back into it fairly quickly. Rome making a move over there. Okay, they've still got the 2 southern regions of Italy there. Epirus just going across into their lands. Maybe they're making a suicide play at Brundisium. Their army's coming down to me at Larissa. Oh, they've got 2 armies. Right, okay. That is interesting. How is my barracks doing, or my garrison? Now, if I did that, would it reduces movement range?
I will see it done.
That could be handy. Oh, just when I needed you to do it.
We hunger for battle.
These have got very basic infantry.
Ready for orders.
And they're in force march. Just drive them away. That's it. Ambush them. Take them out. That's one less to deal with. And then we'll double back and support Larissa again. Yeah, I'll go release them into the free world. Put them back. Increase his ability. I'm going to go down in the commander route with him.
Ready for orders.
Oh, he's there. Now that's going to be... Oh, no. Mercy African elephants. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Right, let's just... Again, I don't want to do this as much as I am at the moment, but I'm going to have to. I've got no choice. I'm going to have to go for a unit of mercenary hoplites again. Just early on to support the defense of Larissa. Now, these are replenishing. We need to get food up. Food's -2 now. The harbour, the fishing port, we're done in 2 turns. We'll go for a homestead as well. Let's boost that up. So I don't want to go for a pit mine currently. Money's not going to be an issue eventually when we get rid of these mercenaries. That shouldn't be a problem. So consecrated ground, again, doesn't really need to be done so much because public orders will level itself out. We don't need to worry about cultural conversion because we are 100% Hellenic down here, aren't we? Aren't we? Where are we? Where's the... There we go. Yeah, it's 100%, so there's no problems with that. So we'll go for the food with the homestead and then obviously get some wealth from agricultural buildings that way. One more end turn, I think, guys, and we'll wrap up this first part after that. It's been a good start. It's been a good start. Oh, look at that force at Rome. Oh, Athens. You have just done me a massive favour. Thank you very much. How can I repay you? By killing you. And finishing you off as a faction. That's what I'll be doing eventually. But for the moment, you've just done a beautiful, beautiful favour to me. So the only thing they've got now is that fleet over there, which seems to be raiding Bundisium. But they've got a lot of forces. Should be able to finish him off for me. The Romans should. And then I'll be... Actually, because we should be able to talk to Rome now. Yeah.
In Rome's name, be welcome and
I want a non-aggression with them. Because we don't want to have them as a problem to us early on. So we'll offer them a little bit of payment. It's low now. I'm sure it was medium a second ago. Right, okay. Well, maybe a few turns down the line we can do it. Not annoyed at us. Green, so they're okay in terms of relations with us. But we'll try and do that in a few turns then. So now... This is where I'm going to leave this part for you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode. I'm still getting back into the swing of it, but now we've got Epirus essentially rid of. We'll hit Pella next episode. We'll join forces together. We'll get our king and our other general to push on together and hit Pella. It's our first walled settlement battle, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm going to have to keep these mercenaries, I think, for that time being, unless I look at recruiting my own forces. Maybe they will be the better alternative actually and disband these mercenary hoplites. But then yeah, once we take on Macedon at Pella, they should be quite weak and maybe their enemies will finish them off at Diva. Looking at the faction situation with politics here, it's still 6. General winning battles is +4 though. So hopefully that will continue and they will keep their loyalty towards me. I could secure it by obviously paying for them, but we don't really want to do that at the moment because we don't need to. Nice bit of influence, gone up a little bit there to 71% now in the Senate. Have to be careful of that though, obviously, because we don't get too powerful. They start to hinder us in the Imperium levels, etc. Okay. Well, it's okay for that. 25+ loyalty for all parties. That's not too bad. Okay. But that will decrease, I think, as time goes on. I'm sure the Imperium gets worse. The Imperium has a negative effect on loyalty as time goes on. I'm sure of it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching today's episode, part 1. Hope you've enjoyed it. The start of a great adventure on Rome 2 again. And the start of a, hopefully, huge empire for Sparta in the lands of the of Europe and beyond into the east and to Minor Asia, hopefully. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, please do drop the video a like. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification icon to let you know when the next future parts of this series will be uploaded. And as always, thank you for watching. And until next time, take care and farewell.